Welcome back to Krishna Creation, guys. Today we are going to discuss holiday on a cruise. So sit back and relax and enjoy this video. In this video, besides sharing a few personal photographs, I am also going to tell you what we wanted, what we got, what are the do's and don'ts on a cruise, and how you can have a good and enjoyable cruise.
What we were looking for was a short and exotic cruise to a nice destination with a reputed cruise company that should have been within our budget because we are spending Indian rupees in American dollars and should have been comfortable and luxurious to our taste. Before I talk about a cruise, let you familiarize with a ship. The left side is the port side, it always touches the port. The right side is the starboard, the front side is the bow of the ship, and the rear is the stern. Saying a big thank you to my brother in law in the US, we went on a short cruise from Tampa Bay, Florida to Mexico, Cozumel Island, where we saw the Mayan temple. This was our exotic destination. We spent 4 nights, 4 days on the cruise, and we had a beautiful cabin with a double bed with all the amenities in it. Carnival Cruise has many ships, and one of them was Carnival Paradise. Over here, you have different living quarters. One is a double bed by the port side or with a balcony. One is the interior double bed. One is a bunker bed, which is normally used by children, whereas the toilets and the other facilities are all the same in all the living quarters. On reaching Cozumel, Mexico, my brother-in-law really surprised us by taking us by a chartered plane to the Mayan temple, Chichen Itza. The road trip would have been 4 hours going, 4 hours coming, 8 hours lost, and we would have had very little time to see the Mayan temple. Before getting ahead to the Mayan temple, I'd like to show you the ship Carnival Paradise. It was a real beautiful ship and really surprised us. We loved it as we had gone with our family, with the grandparents, the grandchildren, my brother-in-law, my wife, and everybody. And we took the whole afternoon just exploring the ship before it left Tampa Bay. This was the welcome we got on Carnival Paradise. They entertain you with dance, with shows, with stand-up comedy, and a lot of food. It is up to you to explore the entire ship and see what they have to offer. This is a large ship with a large swimming pool, a large food court, but it's up to you to find what you're looking for. There are various restaurants, theaters, and the food court is something to behold. You have burgers and fruit juice, and you also have free pizza. You can have all that you want to eat at this food court. It's absolutely free. At this point of time, I must introduce you to the fine dining restaurant. This was one of my favorite restaurants where you had to dress up and go. On the first day, there was a menu which you could choose from, but you could also inform the chef of what you want to eat the next day when you came for dinner, and the chef would make it for you. Besides the food, there are a lot of other activities you can do. You could play golf, you could play chess, you could play card games, you could go to the casino, or you could go and see the children's show. There is something for everyone on this cruise. On the cruise, there is a lot of things to do, like shopping for memorabilia like t-shirts, or taking photographs that will last you a lifetime and keep a memory of the cruise that you have been on. This is a good cruise for couples, for honeymooners, for even old people who want to just rest and relax, and children who basically want to binge. The sunrise and sunset are something to be seen. They are breathtaking and wonderful. If required, you can just relax by the bay and watch through the portholes and windows, or take part in all the activities that have been organized by the cruise people, like dance and games and various other things. Here, I must emphasize, your safety is your responsibility on the cruise ship. All right, you're in the middle of the ocean, which is about 2,000 kilometers away from shore. We touched Mexico early in the morning and was greeted to a beautiful port and a beautiful sight. Mexico is a very delightful place, but make sure if you ever go to Mexico, you don't drink the water. It is a beautiful city, very clean, and we fell in love with Cozumel, Mexico. Puerto Maya means port of the Mayans. Mexico is a very beautiful place, and it was everything that we ever expected. On our way to the flight from the port, we did a little sightseeing, and Mexico turned out to be everything we ever expected. Mexicans are very friendly people, and so was our pilot, who took us from Puerto Maya to the Chichen Itza Mayan temple in 20 minutes flat. This was a light aircraft that could seat about 20 people, and we got to see the beautiful beaches of Cozumel. My nephew also got a chance to sit up with the pilot and see the controls. Chichen Itza is awe-inspiring and was built in the 12th century and has a very rich history. Our guide made us listen to the extinct Mayan bird by clapping his hands, and the sound came from the top of the pyramid. Super! I had to make you listen to that twice, as it is the most awe-inspiring thing I have ever seen. After spending most of the day watching the Mayan temple and going around taking photographs, in the evening we took the flight back to Puerto Maya to board our ship back to Tampa Bay. On the way back, we did go to the casinos and all the different restaurants and the fine dining, and did take part in all the fun and games that the ship had to offer. When you're on a cruise, it's up to you to enjoy the fun, games, and get your money's worth. There are many things to do on a cruise besides dancing in the group and watching shows. You can go make memories, take photographs, rest, relax, play games, and also visit all the exotic destinations they have to offer. Right now, I'm going to tell you what are the do's and don'ts of going on a cruise. Things you don't do when you go on a cruise. First thing is, you don't be late, because the ship will leave with the tide. It requires the tide to sail out. You do not get into confrontations and fights with fellow passengers, crew officials, or the local people over there. It will end badly for you. Do not lose your passport, your money, or your mobile, or any of your belongings at any destination. You may not get it back. and do not fall aboard. If you fall into the water, it becomes difficult to find you first in a large ocean, and if it is at night, the chances become even more glim. And finally, what you need to do when you're planning for a cruise. First thing is arrive on a budget. The budget is very important because you have cruise starting from $600 going right up to $2,000. Going in a group would bring your budget down. Do some research on the cruise line that you're going with. Know from past experience, especially from your friends and family who have gone on cruise. Check your passport and visa, especially when you're going to exotic destinations. Is it valid or do you need to get a fresh visa? Also check for currency conversion, the dollar or the currency of the local currency that you require. And finally, for Indians, do check for diet, especially vegetarian food, kosher food, and various things that is available on the cruise liner, because it would become difficult for you where diet is concerned, though the food is in plenty. Also, please travel light because you'll have to cart your luggage if you're going to exotic destinations and staying over there. You'll need to shop and get a lot of things back. And have a great time if you're going on a cruise, and enjoy yourselves like we did. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share my video.